host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Kenny Nwagu now out of his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Vikings. Well, if they didn't get the wake up call before the game, they got it right out. 2 plays already in the end zone.
Think about that boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns last year is James Conner. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Right back to Conner here on 1st. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now Murray off play action. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And that is incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw breaking on 3rd down? Time defense, bracketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And they'll work this down inside the 30. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's kind of like clockwork right now for them.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing now is Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it up. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning to points for the other side.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They start the drive with Cook. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. Cousins gives way to Cook. And the ball is knocked out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills. And, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it. Touchdown, Cardinals! Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from drawing level. Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Ties the game at 7. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, you know, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. On play action, Cousins. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Open man is Thielen, is complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 36. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch. Definitely
Worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The Vikings sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play. So now 3rd down coming up.
He's got exactly what you're looking for. The ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions. But they need 7 yards here. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 23. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the 1st down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by who else? The former Cardinal, Patrick Peterson. It's such a costly interception, nearly a was so close there, knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Murray going to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Room here to run. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 47 yards on the ground for him so far.
Gain of 15 brings up 2nd down at the Cardinals' 25-yard line.
This could be the turning point.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 25 on 2nd down, Cousins. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, trying to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Cook up the gut. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Andrew Booth picks it up. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they got in this rookie quarter. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. He called that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it.
Meanwhile, Cousins throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The Cards going nickel, an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Now Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he will have a Vikings first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Again, it's Cousins. This one into the hands of Thielen. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. And the Cards are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Cameron Bynum. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point he just had to say, let's take a knee and go into half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it, try and get some points. While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. A final shot before half from Murray. And now here's another interception. Andrew Booth picks it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top as As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Connor going to get it again on second down. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. Murray a give. This is counter. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. His throw here's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
On second down, it's Cook again. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a third and long at the outset of this drive. On third down, Cousins. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
First down, here's Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to have it here at their own 15. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Murray's throw. The ball comes out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. They're throwing it both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. When sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Running off tackle with Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 30 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So the turnover sets it up, and then a touchdown run here on the ensuing play.
And Brandon, a lot of times you see teams take shots in the passing game on a quick change like this. They go right back and throw one for the end zone. Here they just called a running play looking to get a few yards, but he's able to work his way downfield and take it into the end zone. The end result, the exact same thing as going for it in the passing game.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
First down, Arizona.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. Down to the 25. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Murray.
He's got the connection to Moore.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. On a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up and taking it right down Broadway. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. So the problem's really starting to add up now. I mean, they tried a field goal in an effort to get a little bit closer, but the block and return make the situation worse.
I like what you just said there. Just trying to get a little bit closer. I think mentally, that's why they were doing it, because really the 3 wasn't going to do them a whole lot of good, but they feel better about themselves now. They feel exponentially worse.
Joseph connects on the extra point,
and the lead is now 24.
Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
He's got the hook up to Moore. And they worked this well upfield across the 45.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Cardinals are
first and 10 is counter. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 41. Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete to McBride. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Play action. Now it's Murray. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Rondale Moore, 26 yards. And the Cardinals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for two. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. Despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They go play action. Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here comes Dortch on the return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Murray giving the counter on the draw. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 39, Murray. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not the lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Cousins.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds.
Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here's Cook again.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Consecutive runs of 6 yards. Gives him a 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown! T.J. Hawkinson, 40 yards.
And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but it's self-inflicted.
And he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll try the middle with Cook. Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
They'll run for it. Cook. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Joseph on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
Fields the squib kick right around the 30.
And he'll be set up in good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
To throw, it's Murray. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Hopkins making the catch. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Murray, one final try. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.